Okay, we're going to start the session. So, good evening, all. Welcome to the session. My name is M. Sai Simha. Yet again, another weekend, another session for all of you. So, today we have Chandu with us. So, he's here to explain few tips that which he got during this CCBP Nxtwave learning. Okay, so welcome, Chandu. Welcome for the session.
Hello everyone. Hello.
Yeah.
Hi. Good
So, how are
evening.
you, Chandu? How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm quite excited.
Nice. Thank you so much. And I mean, we are also so excited to meet you. I mean,
Yeah. Thank you.
this is the first ever kind of a session because previously we did multiple IDP sessions because you guys have already seen me. This is almost 14th or I don't remember the count as well now. So these many sessions we have taken regarding in IDP, right? So you're all facing issues or you're all facing some challenges to clear IDP assessment. So we have taken multiple people from different backgrounds, different companies, and we are able to make them live coding as well. So right now we have Chandu with us. So he's also our CCBP alumni, and he has also got placed in a company. So he today he is here to share his insights. And for a twist, what we did this time is we took front end essentials now. See, because you might be wondering, okay, see, this session generally used to be with the IDP, right? So why is it with regards to this front end? So we have observed a pattern in the market for the last 1.5 months to 2 months. So I'm just going to pretty much share regarding that first. Again, my introduction. Similarly, next we'll go with Chandu introduction. Then I'm going to set the context of this meet. So the meet context is pretty simple. This next 1 hour, okay. So Chandu would be trying to explain what the kind of changes or tweets or you yes obviously you guys are already trained in some front end essentials which is HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Few of you might be completed React mini project as well, but when you sit for an interview, HR or a technical panel from that particular company might ask you to do some tweaks or some changes in that particular assignment or the project that which you already done. So how do you do that on a live? Because yes, in front of an HR or in front of the panelists, when they are asking you to do a small tweak in the project that which you have done and you're not able to do it, so how awkward that would be. So how are we going to face that? How are we going to face that situation? So what kind of implements that he might, you might expect? So all these details, Chandu would be here for us, and he would be explaining it for that. And he has very good knowledge. I mean, my team as well. I spoke with him while before taking this session. So they as well have told that okay, Chandu will add very good insights. Let's see how this goes. So over to
Yeah.
Chandu. Please introduce yourself first.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you everyone. So yeah, my name is Chandrasekhar. I am from Kota, Rajasthan. I have done with my BTech and on 2018. So in mechanical engineering. So after that, from 18 to 2021, I was involved in so many jobs like BPO. After that, I went for gate coaching, and after that, as a production engineer, a teacher. So after, I mean, I got frustrated in production engineer, so I decided to change my career. So I think that, so what is the best thing I need to pick up it, because the next thing should be, that thing would be entire in my life. So I need to take a very wise decision. So I talked with multiple of my friends who are in IT in different sectors also. So basically, I took IT because so many benefits are there. So but at that time, as I am from non background, so I need the things which should be like a spoon feeding for me. So I searched for one of the good companies, I mean, which are education institutes, of course, like education institutes. So I finally met with my friend who is already got job with Nxtwave. So yeah, after that I also joined Nxtwave. So after completion of my full stack in months in MERN specialization, I got selected for metric streams as a developer. So now I'm working in Bangalore.
Just a minute. So when you said you're from mechanical, so I wanted to, I'm so curious. Why did you choose mechanical first?
Actually, my as my roots, my father, he is also in mechanical industry. So he felt, I mean, he thinks that if my son he will do in mechanical engineering, so he can become some great mechanical engineers. But unfortunately, now I'm in IT. Yeah.
Good to know that. I mean, similar. I mean, similar to you. The reason why I asked this is, Chandu, yes, most of the students doesn't have this guidance, right? Like
Right.
why do they are at least joining this particular mechanical field during their peak? I believe most of you would be in the similar phase where Chandu might have been as well. So it's good. I mean, 2018 graduate, and so far it's been so long, almost 4 years to get settled into an IT job. So
Yes, 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 yes.
great work, man. I mean, literally speaking, so much hard work you might have put to understand all these things. I believe you have started from scratch, right?
Right, right. Complete scratch.
So good to see you, because I know how difficult it is to get a full, front end, working as a front end engineer, to learn all those essentials. And right now you're in a position to explain someone that. So that is literally great. Kudos for
Yes.
you, Chendu. So yes, so as someone, I'm just seeing the queries as well. I know most of you are asking queries. So we have sent a form to ask all the queries that you are having. So far, I have consolidated it. So one Salman Raju has just said now, please explore things in React and JavaScript. Thank you for bringing front-end sessions. Yes, yes, I know what you've been asking for. Most of you are asking from the previous sessions as well. So at again, we have a session over here. So utilize this 1 hour, okay? So what we can do, besides Chandu explaining this is, you can open your learning pattern, like learning portal parallelly, open your own projects, try to do some tweaks, okay, send it over here, submit over here while Chendu is doing it, okay, and I'll
Right, right.
give that code to Chendu. Let's see who's code, how it is working, what kind of implementations are we doing, okay. For the next 1 hour though, see, anyhow you came here today to see this session and to learn good insights, right? So when you are here, try to put maximum efforts, okay. So we are going to take only 30 minutes, okay. 30 minutes for one tweak and 30 minutes for another tweak. Two different projects is going to explain today. And yes, over to you, Chandu. So let us know firstly why you wanted to explain, and also why, what kind of projects you're going to pick, and why do you feel this is important for candidates to learn this kind of tweaks and twists while they are pursuing, or what they're going for any front end interviews or a full stack interviews, please.
Sure, sure, sure. So, wait, I'm sharing my screen. Wait. Okay, fine.
Yeah, you're on mute, Chandu.
Okay.
Yeah, you can share your screen. That's okay. Are you able to share your screen? Perfect. Yeah, I believe this is Wikipedia search application.
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
Yeah, what's happening while you're sharing? Is it on mute? Is it getting mute, or
yes, 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 yes.
okay? Just a minute. Then I'll do this.
While sharing screen, we'll try it.
Yeah, can you try now?
Yeah, wait.
Okay. So before Chandu trying that, I just wanted to give a context for all of you regarding what Chandu and me would be doing. So Chandu would be taking few examples, like few insights, because when he attended multiple interviews, okay, he understood that so there is certain changes, or while attending for front end interviews on live coding, they have to do some live coding, it seems. So to do this live coding, so what happened over there was Chandu, he has some experience, because on spot when a company is asking him to change some tweaks or to do some tweaks in particularly towards this front end applications. So he's quite interested. He wanted to know, and then he wanted to share his insights as well. So yes, Chandu, can you try it now? Just try to unmute yourself. Come to the screen back. Try to unmute. No, you're on still mute only. So just a minute. We are going to set this. So I'm going to give you this permission. Just try to unmute yourself, okay? Or and share your entire screen so that it might also work, Chandu.
Yeah, now it is okay.
Now it is okay. I think your mic was on mute, right?
Yes, sir.
Great. Please go ahead, Chandu. Over to you. Tell us firstly why you picked this application and what are you going to do? Like generally, if you're attending an interview, how do you explain this project? Firstly, you can tell that as well.
Yes, yes. So yeah, today's program is, I mean, today's application is Wikipedia application. So why I choose Wikipedia application means, see students, in this application, we have to we learn so many things. The first thing is how to fetch the data from the web resources, because main the actually when the JavaScript was invented, so at that time the main role was JavaScript is used to manipulate the HTML pages. So before JavaScript, we have static and we have a responsive websites. So but that is not enough to make a good as a user friendly. Okay, so because static means nothing we can do. I mean, what is the in this website, just we need to read it's like a newspaper. So responsive is in that same kind, just it is shows different layout in different screens, that's it. But when the JavaScript invented, so the dynamic websites became so much more popular, because in dynamic websites we can create our own pages, and we can implement our own ideas, and we can complete manipulate the complete HTML. So which is the quite thing. Suppose if I take example of Instagram, we can see the post, we can see the reels also. Or if you want to post some reel, so you can post it. So this is all because due to the application of JavaScript. So JavaScript, what it does, JavaScript is specially used in front end for to manipulate the complete HTML. Uh, as of now, JavaScript is quite useful in backend, but here we talk about only front end. So front end JavaScript is mainly, mainly used for just to manipulate the HTML pages. Okay, so in this application, we try to learn how to manipulate the HTML pages, and without because till now we have HTML and CSS, so we can create our websites in HTML also. Okay, and we can make a designs in CSS. But is this any possible to just to pick up this HTML and we can manipulate by using a JavaScript? Yeah, so it can be possible with the use of JavaScript only. So in this application, we try to know how to fetch the web resources, because suppose whatever the resources we are using, suppose audio, video, anything, any data in the web is called web resources. So how to fetch the data? Suppose you are trigger some websites, suppose google.com, amazon.com, whatever the website, Nxtwave. Okay, if you trigger the website, so what is happening there? So where we are triggering, that is a client, and suppose we trigger Nxtwave, so it goes to a domain, and it search the things with the use of URL. Okay, with the use of URL, it search those things and it gives some output, some data, some response. So we have to request to the server, so the server will respond. So in these things we all, that is called HTTP protocol. So in these things we all learn. So therefore I pick this, and this is a very good application. So in this application we will learn step by step how to build this application, and what are the code flow, and how the website is built. So yeah, this is the one basic application. So as usual, we first start with HTML. Okay, so in this HTML, this is the header file, so the body file. So we start with body. So in this body, we have a div tag. Mainly we focus on the JavaScript. So just I'm giving a basic introduction about HTML. So yeah, this is already a project. It is included in your curriculum. So yeah. So in this div container, we have a main container. Okay, this is the main container. Okay, in this we have a this thing. First, we have to generate some static pages also, right? Because we can generate it from JavaScript, but some static pages should be easily when we use a HTML. So we generate this image and this keyword, and I mean this is a search keyword. Okay, so in this we have a take a one image by use of image tag, and after input we have used this input to enter some data, and we get that output. Okay, so and after that we are using a spinner. I will tell you later why we use a spinner. Okay, and after that we are using a one more container, that is a called a search results. In this, after when I search the thing something, so I render all those things here. So for this here I'm using a one container, that is called a div container. So I got some output, I will trigger some website. Okay, from that website I will get some outputs, I mean that response. So I will take that one by one response and I will render all those response here. So this is our I mean flow of the website. First I will enter some keyword. Okay, type a keyword and press enter. This is a placeholder which I used in the input. So whatever the word I type, so if I give an enter key, okay, after that some results come and I need to render all those results. Anyway, if you are going for any website, so this is also happening. So if you go to Amazon website, so there are also same things. If you go to Nxtwave website, there are same things. Some URL is triggered. After URL, some data is coming from the back end, and you need to handle those data. This is our front end. Okay, front end means you have to create the UI and UX. So yeah, this is a basic HTML and this is a basic styling. So you can see this. So now here JavaScript comes. So because see here we need to control all this, and we need to manipulate all this with the use of a JavaScript. So first I make a here one thing. It is an input. So as you already know, suppose we need to communicate between a HTML and a JavaScript. So we need to get that ID. Okay, I mean we need to get this element ID, because how you can embed all the response here in the div container. So you have to tackle this div container. You have the access of this div container. So how you will get the access of the div container? By using a get element id, document dot get element id, search it, search input. So where is the search input? Search input he is here. Here this is search input. It has an id of search input. So when we tackle this id, so we will get that, okay, this complete input element is accessed here. So in the similar way, this is the input, this is for search result, this is for spinner. Okay, spinner, I will talk you about spinner. So first what we will do, first we say that user, first you need to enter some word, and after that you need to put enter. So this means in this search input I used to add some add event listener. Add event listener means just to grab the things whatever the user want to do. Okay, that is. So add event listener, I'm using a key down event listener, and after that, this is the syntax of add event user. So after that, we have a such Wikipedia application. So in such Wikipedia application, what it means, it is a function. See, in add event listener, we need to use a the thing. Suppose here we can use a on click, so I may click key down, whatever, and after we need to trigger some function. So when the key is down, so this function will trigger always. Whenever the user enters the key, so this function will triggers always. So what is the function? This is the function right here. So this function, what it does, if check that if the entry event dot key is enter, I mean if I do something here, whatever I'm writing, if I did not press enter, then this function will not, I mean this, see, after this function we have a if condition. So here if condition always checks that is the user enter the enter key or not. If the user enter the enter key, then what will happen here? The whatever the things here, whatever the we write here, this all will be stored here, such input dot value. Okay, if you can console this, you can console this also, such input. This is the flow. So if you do whatever enter, I will add a console. Wait, maybe. So if I do India, if I do enter only, so then only it will comes. Okay, whatever I'm typing here, so it will come. So after that, I am taking this search input as I'm concatenating this to make a URL. So see, this is the URL which was already given by our Nxtwave. So in this, you are adding a search input. So when we trigger this URL, so in the server, the URL gives us some output. Okay. So if you want to trigger something, then what you will use, you will use a inbuilt fetch API. So in this inbuilt fetch API, you have to give a two options. One is, sorry, two parameters. One is a URL and one is options. In this URL, okay, here you have a URL which is already which already provided by our institute. This is that, and after that it gives our this response. Okay, so fetch gives a promise. So therefore you have to use a dot then. Dot then means if this URL is successful, then only dot then will appear. So after this response, so response all gives again a promise. So you need to handle those things also. So therefore you are using a two dot then. It means this thing fetch gives a promise object. To handle promise object, you are using a dot then, and after response also again it gives a promise object. So to handle again that promise, you are using a dot then. So here if you check those things here, whatever things come, so you will get to know. If I'm do console here, here the here this is object destructuring, we are using this. So if you search results, if I run this code, see here the all the that trigger is renting after. So here the object comes. So it means in the response I'm getting this kind of object. So in the each object, what I have a title, I have a link, I have a description. So this thing, and after this, when I'm getting the all results, I am calling a one function that is called a display result, and I am passing this whole complete list. Okay, whole complete, sorry, array, whole complete array. In this array we have a object, so I'm passing and I'm calling the display result. So where is the display result? Display results is trigger here. So see here the display result is trigger. In this display results, I'm accepting a one argument, one parameter for the search results. It means it is completely a search results. So I'm tackle the search results, and after that I'm stopping a spinner. I will tell about the spinner later. Just ignore this spinner. And after that, what I'm doing, search results, I'm making a one for loop, because here so many objects are there. I need to render each object. See, if you go there in this what happening, we are getting so many things here. So India is in a title India, and link it is the and description. So India a link title. So I need to handle this one card, and after this card is rendered, I need to take another card, and after that I need to take another card. So this means I need to here use a for loop, because I need to take each object, and each object should be create and append here. So therefore here I'm using a one more function, create and append such results. In this what I'm doing, that I'm getting a one result. Each result, it is that in each result, link and title description I am extracting. It is called a object destructuring. And after that I made a one div container, and after that I'm adding a one class list. Same like for div container, for class list it is for complete. See, suppose it's like a same card, it's for complete one div container and class list I'm added. After that I'm making one anchor tag. In that anchor tag I'm India. See, if you click that anchor, see, now it is different color, now it is different color. It means it is not a simple heading, it is like an anchor tag. If I click India, then it will goes to this kind of website. I mean, this kind of URL will be automatically trigger. As you know, it is a part of a anchor tag. So after that anchor tag, I'm giving a one title break, and after that I'm making another anchor tag for the URL. For this all classes I am added what is the link and everything, and another break, and after that for the description. And after that I'm, after all this doing this, and after I'm appending this to the result item. So every result item is append here, such results. So I'm appending all this. So where is the such results? Such results is in the this container. I already told you this is the beginning container which I am appending all those things. So this is the complete workflow. These things. Now I want to do some little bit modification. See, as I say, we are scrolling so much. So can I use here something else to just to elaborate the things? I mean more easily, because it is not a, say, JavaScript is mainly used for UI and UX. UI is okay. I mean, it is a good UI. It is UI okay, but user experience, it is a maybe it may be bad, because if the user experience have a hundred items, so hundred items he need to scroll it only to get the last page. So what I will do? I will do a only like some page nation, it should be there, right? Because in Google also some page nation is there. So here I have to use the page nation, but it should be a very quick and simple how I can use that here. So I will try to use here a page nation. So to approach that pagination, so first you need to understand that where is the data is fetching, because data fetching is the main key and you need to handle that fetching. Because if I click that add button and preview button, after that when I put a next button, so then the data will be fetched, but the new data will come. Because suppose initially five things are there, and after that some more five things will come. And suppose in the first thing India democratic, these four cards are only coming, and if I user enters the next, then the next four cards should become, as we are like using a pagination. So to make a pagination, so I can take here as a two buttons. Okay, so I'm taking a one div. I'm as simple, suppose I'm using a one button. Okay, so the first button is like next, and after that button I'm using, I'm just to copy this button. I'm using it. This is next. This is a preview. This is the next button. So because I need to handle those buttons in a JavaScript here, so I have to give a ID, because on that ID only I can tackle that. So this is a next button. This is the ID, and after this same thing I will give here. This is a preview button. So these two buttons are created. If I run this, so I will get a two buttons. This is the next button. This is a preview button. Okay, I can. Yeah. So this is the next and previous button. So now I need to, if I click that next button, so the next items will become. If I get a preview button, so the preview buttons will become. So it is like a pagination. So to handle this, so suppose if I want to handle the next button, so what I will do, I need to extract here. I need to uh, take that access here. So I'm using a next button element is equal to document dot get element id. And what is that id of the, this is the next button. And if I same thing, I need to add here like a preview button also. So what is the preview button id? This one. And after that, yeah, it is okay. Here I need to change the name also, variable name preview button id. Yeah, it's fine. Now if I enter the next and preview, so some function will be trigger, right? Because user will take action. So whenever the user want to take action, so we need to add event listen also. So okay, just we are adding a one add event listen. So I will just collapse all this tab, which is very useful. Yeah, so here I'm okay. From the here I'm adding a one add event listener of the add add event and after that add event listener, what you give a, suppose you are giving clicking. After click, what happens, some function will be triggered. So what is that function? Handle next. Handle next. Okay, handle next is a one function. This function should be triggered. Okay, so how the function triggers? So first I need to give a function, and after that, okay, this function will be triggered. So whatever I will write here, so here if I click the add event, if I click the next, so this button should be triggered. So we can check it here also. Console.login next. So if I run the code, so if I put next, so here the next will should be triggered, because this is like add event listener. So it is simple. So same as the next button, I need to handle the preview button also. So this is the basic things which we need, which we do for uh, to make a pagination. Okay, let me copy all this same. Copy here. Okay. This is a click. This is a handle name. This is a handle preview. Okay, this is the basic things. Okay, and after the same as like this, I will make a one more function also, just to this is a handle trick. Okay, this function is over. This function. So this is a now we need to move thing forward. Okay, this function should be you think, and after that, if you click on the next button, so what you will get if I click on the next button, so I will get the only, suppose you're thinking that I want only a five only, I mean first I need to only five things should be I mean sorry, disappear. Then what you will do, suppose let, if you are using pagination, I'm using a one pagination limit, I'm telling that only five things should be differ. I mean, sorry, appear here. Here, if when I click enter, so only five things should be differ. So see, when I click enter, so what is happening? Key down input. When I click enter, so the main things come from here. Okay, all the data is fetching here. So when the results here, the display results are there. So when the display results are there, so if I whatever the results I'm sending here, those those results only will disappear here. If I send the some little bit only some restricted objects, so here the restricted things only will disappear. Okay, so this is it. So I need to if I do next, so it will trigger the website. So uh, every time I have to fetch these things. So it's better to idea that we need to use this fetch outside this thing. We can do here. So just I'm what I will do, just I will cut the thing, and I'm using such a pdf. So here, suppose I'm giving a one function called fetching. Okay, fetching I will give it, and after that, okay, so after that I'm pasting my code. So for pasting my code, I need a one options and I need a url. So options is what, it's a get, right? So if it is a get, so for get you can easily remove that. Okay, or options you can make it a, and I need a url. So let it me take url as a global object. So if url is a global object, then I need to define it as a url here. So let url, okay, and give them an empty string because here the url is made. And for fetch to run fetch, what things are needed, I'm deleting this one. Okay, if I save this code, then the application should be run fine. So what is the, just I'm consoling it. Yeah, the application will not run because here url is there and your function is there, but this function is not called yet, because this function will only be execute this code when you call this function. So you need to first call this function also. After that only the function will execute, right? So first define a function, and after define a function, we need to call this function. So after calling the function, okay, all things are doing well. So now in this, the main thing is you need to set a limit of only five. Okay, here the fetching is happened. Here the fetching is happened, but you need to set the only some things only. I need to give only five things. So what I will do, I'm telling that one more function I'm creating. This function is used to send the only limited things. So suppose maybe I'm calling this function as a pagination, because we are doing a pagination. So pagination one function is there. What it, what the pagination did. So here, see, I'm calling directly to display results. So instead of display results, I will call pagination, because I can't allow this whole things to display results. I need to display those things only which I want to intentionally want to display. Suppose I don't want to display a whole 100 things. I want to display only 10 things. So before to send the data to complete display results, I need to modify the data something. So whenever these type of things you need to do, so first you need to make a one function and modify the data and send to display results. So this will be our next approach. So in pagination, what I will do, pagination here, I will send this data, whatever the data is fetching, I will send this data as a search results here. So to I'm send the data just to handle those data I'm taking as an argument, same as like here. So after that, here I will do a fetching. Sorry, I mean here I will do a pagination. So okay, let pagination is good. So let modified modified data. So see, in this modified data, what I am doing that is, suppose this is just search result. In this, I'm using a slice. If I use a slice, comma, I mean suppose 0, comma 3. Okay. If I use a 0, comma 3, and whatever the modified data is, I'm sending the modified data to this display data. I'm not sending the complete data to display data. I'm sending some resultant, because see, slice what will does. So you can console it also here. Slice console.log here. Slice what will do, it gives only three, I mean those things. It slice the things, and 0 to 3, 0 index to 3 index, what are the objects are there, those objects we will get. So let's see here. If I do enter, okay, the results may be come, because see here in this slice I'm getting only three objects. Why? Because I'm using it here at 5. But if I use it 5, the only 5 objects will come. Okay, so I think in the I think you got that idea how the page will come on doing next everything. So if I'm giving here only 5, so what it comes, and modify data, I need to send this data to the display results, because then only the results will be displayed. Okay, I modified the data, and the modified data I'm sending to this display results. Okay, now the only those results will come which is send data. The complete things will not come. See, only 5 things are coming, because I'm sending only 5 things. If I anyhow by use of the two buttons, I can modify the things. I can modify the only 2 or 3 things to send the data. Anyhow, I have to modify with next and prev. So main to modify the next and prev for pagination, I need to control these indices. This is the 0 index, I mean this is the starting index, this is the ending index. If I control these things, so then the result will be this. Suppose if I will go for next 5 2 and next 10, then then what I will get, I will get this these results only. But instead of this, see, economy, the different 5 will become. So here, so here the now I'm getting the idea. Here I need to change here. If I'm changing here by use of this next and preview button, I can easily modify, I mean I can easily on the way to as like a pagination. Okay, so here what I will do for because I can't here write hard coding, right? So I will write a let we can use that any name like a current page. Okay, current page or starting index, whatever you want to write. Current page equal to 0, and after that, okay, so for current page I'm using a current page. And after that, for the page initial element, how many things you need to do that. So for page initial element, and after that, here one more thing is there. When the data is fetched, you know that the page initial comes. So how many such results are there? Because here the success may be 100, maybe 200. So how many times it should be? Suppose if you do next, how many next you need to do? Because suppose if the results are 10, if you give a 10 times of next, then it may be unuseful, because every time you need to 5. So then you need to take all this count also, because you need to handle this count. So what I will do here, just I will do page, I mean suppose I can do a length, ng length of results. And whatever the what is the length of result, starting the results of length of should be 0. And after that, when the data is fetched, after that console, what I will do here, length is equal to simple, whatever the search results is, search results dot length, because this length should be. So after the results, the length should become, and these lengths are useful. These lengths are useful to restrict here, because we are using a slicing, because we can't go a slicing for suppose if the data is only 10, so maximum you can use a 10 only. If you use a 12, so what will get? It will get empty. So after empty, I mean after we get some undefined something. So this can't be any modified data, right? So in the modified data we will not get anything. So it means your pagination limit should be in particular limit only. What should be the limit? The limit should be under this length of results. Okay, if the length of results 100, it means the pagination limit should be don't cross to 100. It should be, it can be increased because we have to increase it, right? But it can't cross 100. So this is the main thing here. So okay, the all things I needed here, and now this function is over. After this I need to handle this function by using the next and prev. So in next and prev, what I will do, suppose this is a next. So if the user clicks, okay, when the user clicks, so I need to increase this thing. What thing? What thing? I need to increase this current page plus 5 and pagination plus 5. Both will be, suppose initially it should be 0, it should be 5. After clicking next, it should become a 5, it should become a 10. After clicking next, it should become a 15, it should become 20. After, at that time only it should be stop. Okay, so this thing, because if I change here, okay, if I change here, then the whole display, what the modified data will change. The modified data will change. Whatever I'm sending the data to the display results, it will be disappear here. Okay, sorry, it will be appear here. So just here, what I will do, whatever the current page is there, it should be increased. So it should be increased by how much? It should be increased by 5, because I'm considering that it should be increased by 5. You can you can use it at 2 3, only 3 pages should be considered, whatever. So it should be increased by 5. You can, this also you can, it is a compounding operator. Okay, you can this. And in the similar way, the pagination limit, it should also be increased. It should also be increased by 5. Yeah, it is over now. If we run the data, if we run the page, then there. So see the, but I'm not getting only these things, because only 5 things are coming. But if I'm doing next, so nothing is happening here. The data is not fetching, because it means on doing next, data is not fetching. So it means something, we did mistake here. So the mistake is, see, current page is increasing, pages limit is increasing. Okay, if you can console, you can also see it, this both of things increasing. But increase this both the things, what we need to do, we need to fetch the data. We need to fetch this data. Okay, after fetching this data, we need to set the length of, we need to send the, again we need to trigger the pagination. In the pagination, what we have the modified data in the pagination. So it means after the clicking on the next, anyhow this should be triggered. And for to trigger this, we need a search results. And what is the dependency of search results? It is a fetching only, because pagination is comes from the here only, because this pagination is this function, the function calling is here. It means you're sending the data to the pagination from here. It means something how fetching should be triggered. So fetching, if the fetching is triggered, what will happen? The data will fetch. After that pagination happened, pagination function will trigger. In this pagination function, such results will goes to this one, and in this modified data, the modified current page and pagination will be there. And before this all doing this, first you are doing that current page and pagination. After current page and pagination, you will do the fetching. If you do like this, then see, let's see what will happen. If I do enter here, so okay, the enter will comes. After, if I do next, see, but here's something, that the same thing appear here, and after the doing the next, on that next thing, these are coming. It means the first 5 things should be disappear, right? After that only the 5 should will come. So this can be easily handled here. It means when I'm doing pagination, when I'm doing fetching, after that here the pagination comes. So okay, when the fetching method again calls, you need to disappear those things. So we can disappear from here. Okay, wait.
Chandu, sorry to interrupt, Chandu. I have a couple of questions from the candidates. So basically, a few people who joined, in between, they were not able to get what you're saying. So if you could summarize so far what you have done, because so far you have done, pagination. You are trying to do pagination, right? So and
Yes,
again,
yes.
you're trying to include 2 buttons, which is previous and next, and you are implementing each button. Let's say if you click on next, how many search results should be applied over there? So how many
Exactly.
different things? So this is what you're doing so far. So
Exactly.
just that, any reason? I mean, just summarize so far what happened,
Sure, sure.
because we already exceeded 30 minutes now. So for this only one particular feature. So again, we have another feature to go on as well. So that's the reason I'm trying to make this bit more fast. So for everyone
Yes.
who are not who are not able to cope up, or who are just joined right now, what Chandu is trying to do right now is, generally, in a particular interview, you will be asked to showcase and explain your projects, right, Chandu? If I'm not wrong,
Exactly.
for in your
Exactly.
interview, they would be asking you to showcase your Wikipedia application. Firstly, just in a quick brief, though, like just in a quick 1 to 2 minutes of brief, not including this pagination and everything. Can you
Yeah.
explain what did you learn from this, and how this, like, let's say, for example, you're an interview now. Assume that you're an interview. So
Yes.
how do
Yes.
you explain for an interviewer this particular Wikipedia application in 2 minutes, in 2 to 3 minutes? Can you do that?
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Give it. Yeah. So yeah. So first I will try to explain it from the
Yeah.
basically from the see first there is a just to make a some static page. So I need to do a some HTML coding. So here what is that? First I'm using a HTML div container just to implement this page, and after that I put input. So here the two image tag is used for to image, and input tag is used for here. After that after that actually the main theme of application is here what I am writing here. If I do enter,
No need to
the
explain the
response will come.
code, Chandu. Sorry to interrupt. No need to explain the code. Just the
Okay.
functionality of it. You're explaining the project. What does Wikipedia project? In a
Mhm.
layman terms, what does it do?
Yeah, the simple Wikipedia application is like, if you want such anything. Okay, if you want to search Taj Mahal, so do like this. Spelling is wrong. So if you want to search anything, suppose as in a Google, as in a Wikipedia, if you want to learn something, if you want to search India, if you want to search Taj Mahal, so what you will do, you will write here, this is the input tag. If you just enter it, so the objects will come and the object will enter here. So if you want to learn anything, then if you click here on Taj Mahal, the Taj Mahal will appear there. It goes
Okay.
to a different website. So this is the simple Wikipedia application. It's like a, suppose like a Google search engine. So
Okay.
as same as it's like a Wikipedia search engine.
Got it. Got it. Understood. I mean, if you can see everyone over here, I mean, Chandu has created, I mean, while he did this application during an interview, while he was doing this particular code, they asked him to do some pagination. Pagination is nothing bad. See, he has did something. He has typed something called Taj Mahal, and how many such results does it show? Can you just scroll down and show it to me once?
Yeah, wait.
Scroll down, one, two, three.
Actually, it only comes five because I
Yeah, because
already
you
did a
gave it
pagination.
already. Yeah, I understand. You
Yeah,
already gave it. But just for
yeah,
everyone's context, though, here we would get n number of results. But if particularly, let's say, any particular company asks saying that, okay, I need this page to be very clean, and I need to have this page. I mean, I need to have in one particular page, I need to have only five top search results which shows about Taj Mahal. So what Chandu is did so far now is he has implemented two new functions. One is to create previous and the next, and he is implementing all those functions for these buttons, previous and next. So with this functionality, pagination, what he is able to achieve so far is, you can see, just scroll the Taj Mahal page. He has got only five particular top search when he types about Taj Mahal. Right, Chandu? Am I
yeah.
correct?
Yes, exactly. And if you go for next, then what you will get? It will get a next five things.
Got it.
So if you go for
So,
next like that, so
okay.
these are
Similarly, we can find out whatever you want. So why do you think is this pagination important? Like what can we do in real time thing? Why do you think HR would ask this?
yeah, pagination is very much important. Suppose if suppose something you need to search it, it has 100 of results. So 100 of results will be come here. So it is not a good part in your user experience,
Okay,
because user experience wanted top five result. If he is interested in, then he will go to next page. If you again interested, if you go for next page. So just to improve the user experience, we need to do in a pagination.
got it. So you mean to say that just that if you Google something and you can see thousand number of search lists from it, it would be hassle for a user to choose.
Choose.
So based on the view that he is in, you have to show the number of such applications which is required for that particular page. Is it correct?
Correct.
Great. Thank you so much for this. So let's go into another feature. I mean, is it done? Sorry to interrupt. Like, or anything pending is there from this
Yeah,
side?
yeah. Is it okay? It is only for next I already implemented. Just I need to handle it. It is same as like a previous, because I need to handle also previous. So
Correct.
next is I handled. So I as same like I need to here use a minus. So after that the previous things will become. So it is same as like that earlier one only. As like next we have a previous only same thing. Just instead of a year plus, I have to use a minus. That's it.
Got it. I mean, same for the function which you did next. You're doing same for the previous, if I'm not wrong, right? That's what you.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
Thank you so much. Thanks, Chandu. Thanks for explaining this. You can stop presenting now.
Yeah, okay.
So, Chandu, one more thing I wanted to ask, which is regarding your interview experience, Chandu. Let's say, I mean, you've been as a front-end developer in Metrics team, but the question over here is like, what was this interview process that happened for you?
Yeah, see, after completion of my course, it took me around 5 to 6 months. So after that, I got so many opportunities. I think I appeared for a 2 3 companies, but for the metric stream, but I mean every interview we have a 3 rounds basically. First is a basic technical round. After that, we have a coding round. After that, we have a HR round. So in the basic technical round, they ask minimum knowledge of JavaScript. If you have a basic knowledge, if you have a minimum also, then it's okay. But if you go for a coding round, you need to showcase your JavaScript importance. I mean, what is the application use of importance of JavaScript? That is a React. So you need to do one project in React. So that is our I mean second round. After that we have a third round, which is HR round. So it is like a discussion of your package and soft skills things, introduction, product explanation. These the same thing. So this should be happened in a HR round. So
Okay.
in metrics team also same. I gave first technical round, after that HR round, and after that two technical rounds. I mean after that one HR round.
So
So all these
did
are
they
go
ask
well.
you to code on live, like to make some changes on your project as well during your
Yeah.
interview?
Same as like this. Suppose they tell me about show me one of your project, or
Okay.
whether in your Git or something. And if I want something, they only give you some your target. Suppose here I took pagination. So
Correct.
at that time the lead will give you, suppose I need to modify this thing. This styling is not good. I need to remove this styling. I need to implement some different styling. So if I do this, so you need to at that time only you need to code that whole things, whether in a React or whether in a JavaScript. They
Okay.
can give you some questions in JavaScript also.
Okay, good to hear that because I mean, when you say generally, typically to write a program in Python, though, it wouldn't take this much time to be honest, right? I mean, generally, if we get any Python programming question to write or any coding question to write on, and if we get the logic for that particular question, we won't take much time over there. If you know the logic, you'll implement the code. It's just that you're writing the syntax very well or not, and you
Yeah.
implement it.
Yes.
But here, though, for every single line you write, you have to search. Okay, is it correct? Okay, what's happening? What is the other
Yes.
cases which I'm having?
Yes.
So
Yes.
generally, how much time it took? Because typical interview lasts for somewhere around 45 minutes to 1 hour, right?
Yes.
Typical interview lasts for 45 minutes to 1 hour. So, I
Yes.
mean, to explain, I mean, I know that you are explaining Page Nation and everything over here. So that is the reason it took 30 minutes for you to explain. But generally, uh, on a live time, I mean, and on live while you're coding with the interview or with the panel, how much time would it take, and how do cope up with the time, minimal time that you're having at the interview?
Yes. Basic technical interview, the basic one, first round should be approximately 1 hour, and the second round it depends upon the how much. I mean, actually, usually in second round they give a 1.5 hour to 2 hours, because in metric stream they gave me a for 1.5 hour. They want a one component they want to render where the data should be fetched and the data should be given. I mean, and it should be rendered in a UI as like they want. So for that they gave me 1.5 hours. So it's basically depends upon the second round. Second round may be increased to 1 to 1.5 hour, but first round is usually within the 1 hour only. 40 minutes, 30 minutes is enough.
Got it. So we should be able to write these given functionalities, the ad hoc functionalities for your project from a different person Within 1 hour, you are saying.
Yes, 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 yes.
Great. Okay. I mean, you can understand everyone. The reason why we brought, Chandu here today, it's quite simple to make you understand these type of applications as well can be asked in an interview, and you have to do it on spot. And
Yes, yes.
today, though, Chandu has did for one of the feature that which we took. And Chandu, the second feature which you are trying to explain now with regarding
Okay.
React, I believe, right? Is it with
Yes,
regarding?
yes,
Okay.
yes,
So
yes,
what
yes.
is it? I mean, and how much time it would take? Based on that, we'll go ahead because if it takes again 30 minutes of time, because again 8:30 it would extend. So how much time can you take it? Can you complete in next 15 to 20 minutes to explain that?
Yeah, I will try to complete it next 15 to
Yeah,
20
try to
minutes.
complete it in next 15 to 20 minutes. Keep it very short and crisp. We'll
Yeah.
take one particular component. Tell them why you're doing this. What is it actually we are trying to solve, and just quickly come up with it. Okay.
Okay, sure, sure, sure.
Great, great. Thank you so much, Chandu. Please go ahead with the second feature. Just tell them what is a feature that which you are trying to implement now in and what is a project. Just show them project first. What is the functionality? As if like an overview of which you gave for Wikipedia. Then go
Yeah,
ahead. Tell them what is a change that you are trying to make. Implement that code, and then we can.
sure, sure.
Thank you so much.
Wait, let me share my screen. Okay. Here I need to share a entire screen because. Oh, sure. Yeah, so I just take this project. Wait. So wait.
What is the project like? So
Overview. Yeah. So this is the project. Oh, wait. So this project is simply called a job application. So job application. So as like you saw in LinkedIn or Nokia.com. So how it is as like a clone of this thing. So first I will start the project. After that we will go for code base and start.
can you run and show the application once?
Yeah. Wait. Wait. First I need to start it from terminal. So
Okay, please. Please.
yeah, the application is started. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Job app.
Yeah, this is the job app. So it means suppose here I suppose if I need to find any job, so if I click on this jobs thing, so I will render some jobs things. Okay, so this is as simple like we are using in a Naukri or some profiles like that. So it is same as like that. Okay, and if you give a logout, then you have to log in also. So for that authentications, we are using this one. It is as same like clone of a job application of Naukri. Suppose like a Naukri and LinkedIn. So if I want to filter it something, suppose if I filter it, so the only full-time jobs will disappear here. So the filter is working. So if I want a range of 14 LPA, so the only 14 LPA jobs will come. Okay, 14 LPA plus full time. Only these two jobs will appear here. Me. So if I want to click, I mean about want to Swiggy, if I click it here, so the Swiggy the complete block will come. Okay, the complete page will come where if I click on this, so I will go to a Swiggy career page where we need to fill the form and everything. And for this job role, what is the JD job description? And here it is how I mean which skills you need to know. So like all this we have.
You have
So
developed
just yeah,
this, right?
yes, yes, yes.
Great. Good to know. And what is the feature that which you are trying to do now? I mean, what was the question that which was what was gave?
So here actually I'm thinking that just it's for as for little change. Actually I think one of the good feature but it takes so much of time. So for that we can simply say, see, after clicking everything we are getting a job description here also, and after the job description here also. So we can easily remove this job description and we can make it a short, and after this we can it should be appear like a small card, and the number of cards should be disappear. So it will like a more user friendly. So just I want to do this application, just I want to modify it little bit more. I need to remove the description, and then I need to make it small,
Okay.
and I need to wrap all this in a one single things only.
You are
So
trying
this
to
is
make the UI better, like to identify this, right?
Yes,
As
exactly,
if like
exactly.
in Naukari, if I see what happens is I'll get cards, company one, company two, company three, company
Complete
four.
one, yes, card. So as same like as like, because anyway your description is here. If we click on that, the description is here also. So
Okay,
just I
so
want
you're
to refresh.
okay. Yeah, fine. I understood. So right now you're taking a job app, and in job app you're trying to once I click on or select this particular jobs, you're making it like a card, not in like an entire description and everything,
And
which
the
should give
description.
you. I mean, in line. Like for example, row one you'll have three companies, row two you'll have three companies, something like this.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly.
Okay, okay. Please
So
go
yeah,
ahead. Please go ahead. In fact.
so yeah, this is a complete code base. So here the source folder is there. In the component folder, we have all those things. I mean, because in React is a nothing but it is a, component structure. So in this component, so we have this I mean all folders, a header, home, resolved. So first we need to start with the app.js. So it is a basic one. In app.js it is a home, I mean where the all components are rendered here. So here the here one is that first is home page. Okay, we need to search for home page. So home page, this one, see in the in this home page component, we if you go for home page, here this is a home page. So you will get this kind of display, home page and everything. So this is a home page. Okay, and after in this home page only, when I click on the find jobs, okay, so this is the link. So when I click on the find job, so the find job will appear. So actually this is a find jobs. Okay, sorry. Yeah. So yeah, this is a home page, and this is a job. So when I click on the job, so the data is here. So here find job is here. So where is the link about the find job? So find job, we need to go with jobs. So it means job root. So we need to go a job root. So in this, if you go to the job root, here the complete file is rendering here. So let's see here, where is the complete data is fetching. So in this, when I click on the job, so we have a one input. This is one search icon. After the search icon, we have the user profiles, and after that, uh, we have is render job data and everything. So we need to think like suppose when the user clicks on the job, so the number of cards are coming. So it means, so the cards are coming from that this render icon, sorry, this render function. So here render job success data, if means job success data means if the API is failed, we have handled so many situations where there is an earlier, suppose if the API is successful, so we will get a data. So this data should be rendered here. It means that the data should be rendered from this function. So in this function, each and every data should be used from this job item, because this is one particular item. After this is one particular item, so each items we are rendering here. So sorry. Okay. So if I go for this job item, so see, now in this job item profile, sorry, in this component, we have here job description, and we have the heading of job description. This one. Suppose if the two things will, for the time being, if I commit here, and let's save this thing and let's compare, and here what it comes to, see the job description and this thing is not there. But now also the styling should be, I mean I have to make it so small. So I need to take this 10 lpa to this below down, so it becomes small. So just like we need to do it, I'm taking this one here. If I save this file, like this comes. So here I need to wrap it up from the, because the 10 lpa is here. So as per the, I need to change in some css. So what I will do, I will make this in a column wise, because now it is a row wise, I need to make in a column wise. So for that I need to identify. So see, all these are here, job icon container, job location container. In the job location container, so for this I need to do some change in css. So here the CSS file is there. In this job location container is there. Yeah, here the job location container. So in the job location container, we have a deflex. It means the flex direction is automatically row. But if I make it a flex direction is column, then it will disappear in a column. Just I need to give a justify content as equal to center. Okay. And if I save this file, so this will comes in a column. And see here the width is so much increasing, so just I need to make it as width is less. Sorry, for the index.js. So here the job icon container, right? So job icon, job icon container, uh, and what is the another one? Okay, sorry. Job location container, job location container, and align items equal to sample. And after the job icon container, so I need to give it as width. So this complete thing, so this is the one item, so these items are stored here, and this all thing are stored in a one big item. So I need to now minimize it, this big item. So see where these all items are rendered. So this all items, so this is one ally element. Okay, this complete ally element is should be should be small. So here the class name is job item. Now you need to go for job item. So where it is at job item. So here the job item is the width is 50. If I give the width of uh, small, then then you can see like these cards are coming. So but the card becomes small, but here this place is there. If you want to use this, I mean utilize this place, wherever the items are there, you need to you need to handle the CS like that. These items should be wrap each other. I mean this Facebook backend should be come here in this place. So where the items, all items are rendering, this all items are wait, I will show this file. So job items, and I need to go job root, because this all are handled here only. Yeah, see, job item. So in this job items, all the items are coming. It is in a UL, so I need to job UL. I need to search for job UL. Where is the job UL? Because job UL is the main container here. Job UL is the main container where all the items are coming and rendering. Okay. So if I make it job items display equal to flex, so what should be the outputs? See, all becomes are like, because display equal to flex means the flex direction is automatically row. So all the items are became in a one row. So if you intentionally, but this is not a good. So you have to handle it flex in the direction of column, because you need to put in a row. You need to handle in a column also. But if you give a flex direction row, then all direction will come in a row. But you need to wrap it right from here to here. So just to wrap these things, what we need to give? We need to give a flex wrap. If you will do wrap it, so then it will come. Okay, I need to handle in a parent section also. Okay. So there is this job item, job root. This is the index file. Sorry. Uh, and the job items we render, and after job items we will render in this here. Okay, we need to go for index. Yeah, and here the each item is coming job item. Okay, the job item, job item. Okay, wait. So that is it. I need to little bit debugging of it because this content I need to put this container here. Okay. Uh,
No issues, Chandu, because
yeah.
we can understand what you're trying to do over here.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
in React, in Joby app, though, if you open your app, it should show as a components, different components where it is there side by side, right? And
Yes. Yes. Yes.
sudden feature which we had in between as well. No issues. You can stop presenting, and once it is done, we'll
Okay.
be able to show that. No issues.
Sure.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
So thanks. We took two features. The first one in Wikipedia application, we did something called uh, pagination, which is the number of search items that you get. Let's say, for example, in Google, if you go and type, Russia versus Ukraine, you'd be getting so many search results, right? After 10 or 15 search results, below you can see page numbers one, two, three, four, and next. I mean, try go and do that. So that is something which we did here with our project, which is user friendly and which most of the HRs might ask. Okay, pagination is one thing, and the second thing, the other feature which we were trying to do was displaying in React while you're doing a particular code, multiple job applications that which were displaying in the job app. So we were trying to make it look in the UI pretty good, where we can have all the cards side by side. Similarly, where we can see all the companies. Once you click on that, then we can see the job description of the company. So that's what we did so far. And thank you so much, Chandu, for coming. So Chandu, just wanted to ask, like the one last thing before leaving this. So why
Mhm.
did you wanted to pick this front end and explain to all of them, Chandu?
Yeah. Yeah. Because I'm thinking that front end is a very interesting, and front end nowadays the React is growing as so much fast. Okay, it is on the peak. So there are so many calls, there are so many job opportunities in the front end. So yeah, therefore, and there are the JavaScript how it is booming. So everybody should be, if you, because it is one of the most coding language nowadays. So therefore, yeah, front end technology is exploring very fast. So you need to utilize these things. Okay, if you want to get job as soon as possible, so front end is one of the best and easy way to uh, enter this area.
Right. Here, though, you would have things fixed. If you
Yeah.
know the proper, tools or proper syntax properly, where you have to use and give proper indentations, then you will be able to do it. Here, actually, we are getting suggestions. Karimullah Sheikh is saying that please change the card color to white and display all cards side by side. So then it might work. It seems. So I mean, it's good that we are getting this thing, and
Yeah,
also
it's good. It's good.
Bhaskar is saying just add flex direction row. Change flex direction to row. Pawan Kalani is also saying the same thing. Good,
Exactly.
Pawan.
Exactly.
Good, Bhaskar, that which you are doing. Thank you for helping, Chandu as well. So Divya is asking, I'm able to do multiple choices and small examples, but coming to live examples and assignments, I'm not able to do. That is taking so much of time, it seems. Sometimes it may take 2 or 3 days, it seems. So what do you say, Chandu? What is suggestion for her that you are trying to give?
See, if it is taking a little bit of time, it is okay. But initially, it takes a time because we are learning for a new things. So maybe it takes time. So be focused on that. Keep trying. I mean that is the only basic way to understand the any program language. Keep patience, keep trying. So it is only basic thing. As I started from non-background also, I just so many things because as a developer, you need to face the problems daily, so it should be come in your blood only. Okay, I need to handle the problems daily, so it means it should be come in your blood. So bug should be your favorite.
Nice. I mean, Chandu, also to understand, like, it took almost 6 months for you to get a job once you completed the course as well, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, yes.
You were never disappointed. Like, why is it taking 6 months? Are you not worried? Okay, I'm 2018 guy, but I'm not even getting companies.
Yeah, so many times it is over because after that because now I'm thinking that it is a journey of every person. The bad times will come, the good times will come. So it is the phase. I mean, if the bad times come, so it is because in future you have some good days. So because the main thing is you should be motivated always, because what are you doing it, because it takes a little bit of time, but in future it's very good. As now I'm started in a very good company with a good package, so now I understand that okay, that pain is very much necessary for me to handle this, this much of package and respect, so I'm getting because I handle that pain. So if you take a more pain, it means the more good heaven should be waiting for you.
Got it. Also, like, how are your parents and how are your family seeing you right now, Chandu?
They are extremely, they are very overwhelming to next year, yeah, because it is the first step where I got a okay, I'm a little bit success, whatever the respect, whatever the money, whatever the lifestyle I am enjoying now. So yeah, next wave is one of the cause.
Great. I mean, yes, despite we providing all the thing, you yourself have put a lot of efforts, and right now you are in that stage. So kudos to you. The way you explained pagination was good. I believe most of the people would have felt it very, much appreciated because see,
Yes,
we just took one application, and in that one application, we tried to do one small feature. So imagine what kind of real challenges you get. Yes, there is a reason why we went for a front end coding rather than a
yeah,
Python PDP coding. It's because to show you there are multiple jobs. I mean, similar amount of jobs are there for front end, and for same goes with Python as well. But typically, companies pick Python because they expect candidates to have some logical thinking
logical thinking, yes, exactly.
with the programming. But what happens when you go for front end interviews as well? The same thing. If you are trying to solve a problem right now, many of you have got certain details. Like for example, pagination is one thing where we followed. It's all real time logical thinking that you are supposed to do while solving your
Yes,
projects. So thank you again, Chandu, for coming and explaining these two features for all of them. And good luck for all of for you, and good luck for all of you.
thank
Here, I wanted to
thank
mention one particular candidate. Just a second. His name is actually just a minute. Nanda Kumar. So, what Nanda Kumar? Previously, you were explaining Page Nation, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He sent entire code.
Wow,
He sent the
that's
entire
very
code.
good.
So, very good, Nanda. And
Very good.
similarly, there are so many people who were actively responding to me, asking that. And
It's
we
very
got
good, very
four
good.
to five candidates who were, proactively helping us where we stuck as well. So good to see all of you coming together
Yes,
and helping as well. So thank you so much, Chandu. If you have anything to add on to your
thank you.
peers who are right now learning and actively looking for job, please tell them. Then we'll wind up the session. And thank you so much for all of you for coming to this session. It's been great. 1.5 hour, 1 hour, 20 minutes. Yeah, please, Chandu,
Yeah,
if you have.
thank Yeah, yeah. Thank you, all of you. Thank you so much. The last thing is, don't lose hope. Okay, you are doing well. You are doing great. So thank you for attending this session. Don't lose hope. And no, so many bad thoughts come into your mind, like some bad thoughts. So remove all these thoughts. Just focus on JavaScript and love JavaScript and go for React. It's good for you. If you need any help, so please, you can contact me. You can contact to Nxtwave placement team. But don't lose hope. Keep patience. And thank you for everyone. All the best for your future.
Thank you so much, Chandu, and thank you everyone. All the best for all of you. And next week again, we'll come up with different sessions. Next time we might pick React, or next time we might pick JavaScript once again, or a Python once again.
Yeah, sure.
So it's all depending on the feedback that you give. Okay, give us the feedback. We are
Yes,
happy to take. As soon as some of you have seen this is a front end session, so you guys got excited. So right. Similarly, we'll try to make different sessions as well. Thank you so much. All the best for everyone. Thank you. Have a great day.
thank you.